Hello there, YouTube. This is Sibbles and Bits back at it again with Aces and Adventures. We're back with Aces and Adventures because we just got a new update. Mainly, they have added a 5th difficulty to both Invernal Spiral and War of the Branches. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to give that a little bit of a look. But before we go into that, they also added a couple of new cards. It's really not, hold up. Viking Funeral. They have one card basically for Magnor called Viking Funeral. Basically, seems like it's about stall comps or something like that. It's very weird, but you know, always for having more stuff in the game. On the second round or later, deal damage equal to the number of hearts in your hand to an enemy. Pretty good for your tanking builds where you're going to want to hold hearts in your hand for defense purposes. Deal damage equal to the number of rounds that have passed to all enemies. Considering that that's pretty annoying when enemies have it, seems pretty good. If you're playing a stall comp, you're generally going to have battles that go into like say 4 or 5 turns, and dealing 4 or 5 damage for only one club. Pretty good. It's pretty good. At the start of your turn, deal damage equal to the number of rounds that have passed to all enemies removed at the end of the encounter. That's a little bit more oofy for me. You're going to have to spend the first turn like installing it, assuming that that's the case. Otherwise, you're going to need a very small deck in order to like get a lot of use out of this. The best thing is that it's ability damage that is occurring for free. So if you were to do Magnor and you were to have the double damage when you're below half health, and you're still like pretty damn tanky and can afford to have low health, then this could just absolutely shred everything, which is probably why it removes at the end of the encounter. So the problem would be fishing it back up and getting it back into your hand, or this might just be your answer for Inverness, honestly, or bosses. Hold it in your hand, wait until you get to a boss, slap it on the first turn, and then every turn thereafter just start absolutely demolishing everything. I'm going to go ahead and I'd like to go back. I have to say that I am done with this new deck that is illegal, so we're going to go ahead and delete it. The other card that got added was one for Ravenmire. I believe that one's called Empty Quiver. Yes. If this is the only ability in your hand, draw 3 abilities. So basically it's just giving him even more cycling, which is good, because honestly that's one of the biggest problems that Ravenmire has, in my opinion, is ability cycling. He doesn't really have very good ability cycling, and a lot of it's conditional. Having access to empty quivers seems pretty good for a gunslinger deck, which is whenever you deal damage to an enemy, you draw an ability. Oh no, we drew empty quiver instead. Guess what? That actually just drew 3 abilities, right? Pretty dang good, in my opinion. This says discard all abilities in your hand and draw 3 abilities. That seems much more niche, but I'm sure that there's a use for it. Maybe just having more of these in your deck. But you don't really have anything that's like, yeah, when you discard this, you do something. The only thing that I could see is that this is a way to make sure that you cycle out things like buffs that you can't use if you have 2 buffs or more in your deck, or anything that's conditional that you can't actually use. Get all those out of your hand, draw another 3 abilities, because otherwise that's going to clog your deck. And then you got Empty Quiver +2, which is a buff. At the beginning of your turn, without an ability in your hand, draw an additional 2 abilities. Seems incredibly good. Basically, +2 ability draw, so long as you're in a deck that just uses abilities all willy-nilly. Anyways, I don't think that the other characters have gotten new cards. It's just Ravenmire and Magnor. But it's also kind of weird because when I've been... Normally, you would get a card pack every half a level, or technically every level at half of an increment of a level. They don't always give them to me, so I don't know if there's something buggy going on in there or what. There's also been a number of, like, pretty important balance changes. Most notably, I've noticed it on Shaylin. Has gotten some notable nerfs. I'm sure that she's also gotten some sort of buffs as well. But they didn't include a patch notes list, so I'm not entirely sure about all of them. So if I play this time a little bit slower, that's probably why. But we're going to try Invernal difficulty. We're going to try it on Layla, because that's my best class. And we're gonna probably take this a little bit slow. If we get another spade here, we can wild this into a spade and hit somebody with 5. I'm pretty good with that.
I didn't think it was possible to improve.
That's still good. Layla doesn't seem like she got nerfed though. Let me just take a quick look here. This is still +1 hand size view, top cards of all decks. Draw an ability when successful with multi-card hands of a single suit. Okay, so this got nerfed. Or did it? Was this always single suit? Outed for not being a Layla main, I guess? Anyways. This is the same. Okay, we're gonna go with Sands of Fate. We're gonna take the Night Life Nut as usual.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Its first fight shouldn't give us too much guff. I want to keep those queens.
You're doomed.
I'm good with that. Delphic Wager is pretty good due to the fact that we do get to see top deck. Otherwise, Ascendance, we don't really have a buff. Heart's Burden is a way to heal. And return debuff to your hand. We don't really have access to debuffs besides our starting, Stretch Neck. And that honestly costs too much in my opinion. I'll go ahead and I'll take a Delphic Wager. That seems good to me. We don't need a short rest. Let's go ahead and reduce the cost of a card. I think that of these, free glimmers are always, like, good out of the starting deck.
I am as the desert breeze.
I don't like you. My friend doesn't like you either. We have a straight, though, so that seems pretty good. Okay. That is what it is. Can block that.
My wish is your command.
Got 2 kings now. Seems pretty good. That won't kill, though. Can we just Delphic you? Or do we gamble? Okay, God forbid we're gambling. Shimmer this. We're gonna attack with 9s. Yeah, no.
Just a little nudge.
That's good enough for me. And then you can attack us. We had a Glamour to fall back on, but we had the kings to block.
It's my turn.
And now we have some 6s to attack with. Alternatively, we killed the Batman. Or the Badge Man in this case. We don't need no stinking badgers. Dark Mirror plus... You know I gotta take Dark Mirror +1, guys. I'm sorry. Where's the nearest upgrade? It's here. Does this set us off track? This new node here is add up to 5 abilities. Because there's a lot less nodes. At least in this first act. And a lot less of the huge powerful ones like remove up to 5. Don't really see a lot of those. There it is right there. That's where we want to be. But that has nothing to do with here. I would like to get this trinket, but getting that trinket means not upgrading. So, I mean, if Dark Mirror +2 is that important to me, that means that we gotta go here. Simple as. Let's go wild. Excuse me, sir, you're being very rude. Okay.
You must be punished.
Not really enjoying that. 10 versus 7, we can't Delphic. This is quite... Actually, hold up. We know you have a 10. And you're going to shuffle through. Kind of want to keep that shimmer in hand. We'll let you attack me. Good thing we did. Okay, so if we hit this 10,
You cannot trust your eyes. I wield the mirage.
there we go. I want that. And then you can go elsewhere.
By the ebbing tide.
There we go. That's some damage.
I'll tell you when you've won.
And you're done.
Now
Alright.
it's my
Not
turn.
too concerned about this guy himself. 4 versus 3 cannot Delphic. That is a straight. I'm willing to take 1 damage for it.
My wish is your command.
Why are you using my wild? Am I willing to Delphic here? I don't think so. We have Fate Weaving. Yeah, we'll just bop you like this.
Fate is what I make it.
Add an ability to our deck. Pacify +1 is interesting. Chains of Will +1 is interesting. Dormant Curse doesn't do anything as of right now. Honestly, I'll skip all that. Upgrade another ability. Delphic Wager +2 for more damage is definitely notable. I like the idea of doubling damage with Stretch Neck +1. Ebb +1 is also pretty good, allowing us to cycle. Could give us a Dark Mirror Infinite again, and then we could probably easily beat this. Tetratic Burst just feels bad. It's too expensive. Go ahead, we'll hit Ebb +1.
You think you're the cock of the
Your
duck,
lips
do
or
you?
your life. Your loot or your life.
By the ebbing tide.
We'll
You
go ahead and we'll
must be
block.
Punished.
Alright, if we Stretch Neck and then use these jacks here, you're done. I'm cool with that.
Lost?
We'll block.
Charmed, I'm sure. You cannot trust your
Have
eyes.
at ye.
Alright. Another Delphic Wager. am I willing to deal with 2 of those in my deck? Will really slow us down. Magic Siphon is a method of healing, but we would have to put down Stretch Neck as of right now in order to actually activate it. Chains of Will, of course, is top deck for tap. It's pretty good. Also allows us to cycle the top card if we don't like it, because it, unlike Delphic Wager, it will not cause us to take damage if we fail. Stir Anger is also interesting. Stir Anger gets very good when we have lots of, how do I say it? When we're able to block better, because then we're just able to, like, shift our hand around. When we get more wild cards in our deck, we're gonna like Stir Anger +2, but as of right now, it's pretty much just gonna make things a little bit difficult. Especially when enemies get to hit us with more 3-of-a-kinds. I think it's a Delphic Wager.
I am as the desert breeze.
Speaking of Delphic Wager, not today.
You're doomed.
That's a little rude. I'm just gonna say no to that one. We'll block that. Do not take my 3-of-a-kind.
I am as the desert
Don't even
breeze.
suggest it. Alright, can we blast anything? We can.
Heads I win, tails you lose.
Alright, can we blast anything? No. Well, alright then. Maybe we make this a 4-of-a-kind and just take out this thing.
I'll tell
It'd
you when
leave
you
us a
want.
little bit vulnerable, but at least the banding would be down for the Caspadian walks. What the heck is that even supposed to mean?
Now it's
Walks
my
is a word,
turn.
isn't it? Anyways, we have a 3-of-a-kind. Feeling pretty good about that. I really don't want to use our Delphic at this point because I want to save it for the next fight. Maybe
Time to give
it's this
fate
then.
a hand.
Armor, I like it. Highland Targe. +1 combat damage if you have at least 1 shield. Wrong class? Bruh? Remove an ability from your deck. I'm feeling that.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Dark Mirror. Let's go ahead and put that in there. Take a look at the Delphic. I like it.
Guess it in the air.
And then we're just going to end turn on you. Trying to hit us with an ace? No.
You must be punished.
None of these cards can deal damage.
By the ebbing tide.
These cards can deal damage. Okay. Going to end turn again, though. That is perfect, actually. Can you use a 10 so that we actually deal damage, game?
Now it's my
Much
turn.
appreciated. There it is. Okay. You may attack me now. The best thing we got here is an 8. Not really feeling that.
Just a little
So you
nudge.
can go ahead and just get blocked.
My wish
And
is
we're
your
unfortunately...
command.
Oh, that's another shimmer. That's huge. That means that we can get away with an 8.
You cannot trust your eyes. I wield the mirage. I wield the mirage.
I forgot to think about what is in our hand. This is going to seem very weird, but I'm not going to waste that. I usually don't use this anyway. This is just Wild Range Suit. Oh my god, I just wasted that. Holy shit. Okay. And it didn't even do anything. Huh. Okay. We're taking 2 damage. Because I wasn't paying
I
attention.
am as the desert breeze.
Okay, I'm a little upset with
This
myself
is
now. We're
what
just
I
gonna
make
end
it.
this fight. That was a lot of infrastructure we just threw away. Tetratic Burst at least does something. Let's get rid of this stretch neck.
My wish is your command.
Okay.
You're doomed. By the ebbing tide.
Saved.
Now it's my turn.
Okay, we got the setup again. Let's not fuck it up this time. Can't really do much of anything with this stuff right now, though. So let's go ahead, put that on there for later because reasons, I guess. And okay. And we can actually do this time. Let's make sure about that.
I'll tell you when you've won. I wield the mirage. I wield the mirage.
Seems good.
You must be punished.
And we still have our straight. Alright. I love the idea of ebb plus 2. Ebb plus 2 is what we need.
Charmed.
These guys, we might be dead here. We gotta kill one of these immediately. Can I Delphic you? Yes. We can also hit you with Tetratic. That will reduce our incoming damage significantly. Do we want to use Ebb plus 2 first? I actually don't think so.
You're doomed. Heads I win, tails you lose.
Okay. What have you got?
Now it's my turn.
We gotta get a source of healing. We've skipped by like 3 of them. Anyways. Give me some abilities.
By the ebbing tide.
Yo. I don't know what I just thought that I was going to do. Obviously that was going to kill me.
You're doomed.
It's a little upsetting. Hopefully we get into place a little earlier than expected then. Because we just took our insurance policy. Heal 1 HP whenever you shuffle any of your decks. That is actually... That could have been useful to me yesterday. Reduce the cost of an ability sounds nice, but actually getting a second ebb plus 2 is probably more important than making sure that we can't fuck up our one ability. Our Dark Mirror. This is spooky. Okay.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Alright. I'm looking at my hand. We've got 3 hearts and 3 diamonds. It's absolutely terrible. Let's take a look at your top deck. We can hit you. You're the shielder.
Guess it in the air. By the ebbing tide. Heads win. Tails, you lose.
Okay, feeling pretty good about this. Bro.
I wield the mirage.
That doesn't look good. If we get rid of your pair of 10s, you have a pair of 8s, we still can't bluff you. So what do? We glamour. And we can probably get away with glamoring with this.
Now it's my turn.
Huh. Okay. I have nothing really to attack with, so... You wasting an ace sounds great.
You cannot trust your
This
eyes.
certainly feels bad.
I wield the mirage.
That feels really bad. Man, if we had Mirage right now, though. Devouring, we lose our whole hand. Excuse me?
You must be punished.
Alright. I don't know if I already admitted it, but I've never actually gotten past the first boss on Invernal difficulty. But I'm hoping that we can make something of a breakthrough here. This seems risky. But we're going to try and do some extra damage here. Got one of our wild cards in hand. I like it. Let's use these instead. You're dead. You won't attack us again. You're going to take one due to your own ability. Oh my good lord, we're taking another 2 damage. Get rid of these.
I am as the desert breeze.
I was hoping for the straight, didn't get it. If we use Tetratic Burst here, we're going to take 1 damage, so we're going to want to use these.
You're doomed.
We still have access to Fate Weaving. We might just make this. We're going to have to use... We have to use Fate Weaving here. So...
You cannot trust your eyes.
Use that. Deal exactly 1 damage. And you're probably going to deal 2 damage to us. Yep. Because we have no pairs.
My wish is your command.
We've got our wild card back. We can get rid of you. But you're not the one dealing all the damage to us. I think I'm going to have to believe. If we draw 1 diamond, though, we're done. At least defending against exactly one per... Oh, there we go. Beep, burp. Well, there we go. We got all the new cards. We're going to retry that again.
The djinn could not shackle me. I walk my own path.
But yeah, new Invernal difficulty is hard. If you didn't notice, they moved bosses up one. So now we're actually fighting a what would normally be a tier 2 boss at the end of tier 1. And a lot of the other encounters are especially deadlier. Obviously not the starting ones, but having two of those I forget what they're called, the mimics that make you take 1 damage when you draw a card, which we offed ourselves on. Honestly, I think we lost to that, with the fact that we drew that card there. Or we played drawing 3 abilities and took like 6 damage off of that. Anyways, they also added quite a few enemies as well, and items. And a lot of the enemies are not fun, as you'd expect. Basically just trying to add more depth into the game, which is obviously very good. I'm gonna go with
Well,
that.
this hardly seems
Meat
fair.
wrap. Let's try dominance this time.
Now it's my turn. My wish
Okay.
is your command.
We really don't have any options here. We at least get to do +1 damage to you, I guess. If we wild any of these, then it's not going to deal damage to him. So this ace is pretty much the best idea. I don't want to use my ace. I would prefer to keep it as a defensive. So we basically have nothing here. We can go ahead and we can shimmer for funsies.
The mirage.
And take these, please. Oh, that deals 0 because of the fact that you're flying. Gotcha. Okay, so this then is going to deal 2 damage. Nope. Oh, hold up though. If we fate waving your ace, then your highest pair is a pair of jacks, and then we can hit you with this.
Charmed,
Keep
I'm
our
sure.
ace for later. And then I think a flying, am I right? Reroll this.
By the ebbing tide.
That's terrible. Alright, your turn. Your move, creep.
Now it's my turn.
Really don't want to use that either. I'm kind of stuck because I don't want to... No, just end the guy. We're going to sit here and take a lot of damage for no reason. Okay, that is a debuff. We want it. Red Queen is also... See, I can either deal 4 damage to an enemy for 4 of my cards, or I can have a Queen of Hearts when we're Layla, and just deal 5 damage to an enemy. I don't know. Remove an ability from your deck, upgrade an ability in your deck. Well, in this setup, I actually don't think that we like Tetratic Burst, so I could see us getting rid of that. The only problem that I have with that is I'm afraid that I'm going to get rid of this Tetratic Burst. Anything that could use an upgrade for a curse deck. Really not feeling Heart's Burden +1 right now. Stretch Neck, maybe. Double damage. And then it removes. I could see that.
You must be punished.
Okay.
You're doomed.
I'm going to start just by blowing you up.
I wield the mirage.
That's rude.
By the ebbing tide.
That's better.
You must be punished. I hold your heart in my hands.
Okay.
You're doomed.
I honestly just want to be out of that fight. Clone +1, pretty good. Remove a debuff, deal 2 damage to an enemy. Seems pretty dang good. Haste. These are all good. Stir Anger again is kind of okay. I think we'll go with Eldritch Snap. If we're going into a curse deck, I almost want to hit +5 abilities, but also removing 5 abilities seems pretty good too. This also has a ton of other removal and a card shrine. Card shrine's pretty. 2 card shrine? Excuse me? Excuse me.
Now it's my turn.
Don't mind me, I'm just
You
going to be
must
doing
be
something
punished.
stupid this whole time. I'm trying to keep this queen for the card shrine.
You're doomed.
And he was the most annoying, so he had to go. We have this where we're going to be fine.
Just a little nudge.
There we go. Yes, queens.
I am as the
You're
desert
new.
breeze.
At the end of their turn on round 3, enemies with Hatchling 3 summon a new enemy and are removed from combat. So then he becomes Blue Dragon? That's a boss! Spite. 1 damage when defeated. Superior Ascension gain +2 offense after successful attacks and +2 defense after successful defenses. Well, unfortunately for you, you will not be defending against me. Them's the rules. I'll actually just let you attack me. Not quite how I thought I was going to be spending those, because I won't.
I wield the mirage. Charmed, I'm sure.
There we go. That's annoying. How much we can do about that, though? We can beat you next turn. It doesn't matter.
My wish is your command.
Ow! Get rid of Tetratic Burst. It feels terrible. Add an ability. I would love, I guess Eldritch Snap is the way that we're going. Gift Bearer isn't bad. See, we don't have enough curses to begin with. At the start of their turn, deals 1 damage and negates one of target's traits. Lots of trait shock and inability for me to affect traits. Gift bearer isn't too bad. It's also cheap. We're about to remove a ton of cards. Maybe Eldritch Snap is fine. I'm actually... We're going to do Glamour. All ability costs become diamonds. That is terrifying. Well, I mean, we're going to have to get rid of all of our ebbs then. Ebbs would have to go. What is our boss? Because there's that boss that we just fought. Yeah. Whenever we use diamonds, it hurts us. Doesn't sound good at all. But there's also Nullified Dark, which means that we wouldn't be able to target anybody. Technically, our curses already use those types of things anyways. God damn. If we wanted to live, it would absolutely have to be spades. We also probably could have just taken nothing, I realize, but also no? Okay. I'm about sadism. No shimmer. We probably don't need that many glamours. Ebbs are absolutely useless. And Tetratic Burst is actually never going to happen. There is, like, if I have 4 of those, I'm just going to make a flush that deals 5 damage to an enemy. Like, this is just wasting space. Debating coming down to this reduced cost because we're going to need that on those glamours if we're ever going to use them. That means not coming up to this trinket, though. Might have to be the business. We gotta fight this guy anyways. Get these 5s out of my hand. An ace, huh? Well, we can block.
Charmed, I'm sure.
I have no spades and I'm a scream. We're taking 2 damage here. Don't get rid of a spade, please.
You must be punished.
Oh, you have devouring. Didn't matter. Okay. There's a curse. I guess I might as well bop you.
My wish is your command.
Okay, guess that's all we got. Yeah, we need to reduce a lot of costs here. We're probably in shambles.
Now it's my turn.
I'm not
My
getting rid of those
wish
cards.
is your command.
Okay. No, I'm gonna hit you with this king. You're a piece. I'm not using Fate Weaving for them.
You must be punished.
Alright. We're definitely in a way here. That's one down.
Fate is what I make it. I am as the desert breeze. I hold your heart in my hands. Charmed, I'm sure.
Wowza. Okay.
Time to give fate a hand. Charmed, I'm sure.
I don't even know how to feel about this guy. He just refuses to die. Okay, Fate
I'll tell
Weaving.
you when you've won.
He's dead.
You must be punished. I hold your heart in my hands.
Alright, I think at this point we're looking for easy to cast skills. Hit bump requires them to actually have debuffs already on them, so it's looking like Iron Maiden, honestly. It might even be Conduit. Give us some splash damage. Go with Iron Maiden.
Now it's my turn. Fate is what I make it.
That was a little spooky. Okay. I'm not sure that we'd be able, because putting on a buff is going to be very hard for us. So Ascendance +1 at least doesn't seem very good. Inversion seems like we would be able to use it, but I'm not sure how useful that'll be. Clone, using a spade to make another club. Sure, it might have applications, but Ebb and Clone are pretty bad with the event that we took.
I am as the desert
This fight is going to
breeze.
take 20 centuries. How do we want to do that? I want to get rid of these twos. Best way to do that is this. And we're taking damage because of it. Yeah, that event screwed us. I wasn't supposed to take this. Nothing I can do as far as Fate Weaving, so we'll just take 2 for it.
I'll tell you when you've won.
That'll help us survive the turn. Bop you with that.
My wish is your command.
I don't really want to remove that. I think what I want to do is
I hold your heart in my
put that
hands.
there. Force that. That's pretty rude, don't you think? Oh yeah, we are screwed.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Really don't have a good hand for anything here.
Time to give fate a hand.
Oh boy.
Now it's my turn.
Alright. Got a pair of 5s that won't do anything, but we kind of want them out of our hand. Can't look at the top of the deck. We managed to get them out, that's good. We have a spade for defense. I suppose we're going to stop. Okay, I was in a rush there, that was my bad. I wanted to keep that spade,
You must be
because we can't
punished.
do anything without them, so why would we use them when we could use something else?
You cannot trust your eyes.
There we go.
Now it's my turn.
That won't change anything. We'll take our 2 damage. Alright.
Time to give fate a hand.
That harpy's finally done. I was really hoping to save that for the boss, but if we take this 2 damage, then we'll just kill
My
ourselves due to the lightning
wish is
bolt
your
on the boss.
command.
So, it's pretty much a non-decision there.
I am as the desert breeze. I hold your heart in my hands. You cannot trust your eyes.
Okay. We managed to make it to the boss.
I can make that work.
We might be able to use that. Create a copy of an ability in your deck. What in our deck is even worth copying? An actual usable, like, skill? Like Iron Maiden? I could see it being Iron Maiden. Or do we grab health? I feel like if we grab health here, we're just going to die anyways. Iron Maiden at least allows us to play stuff on people. We're going to have to believe in ourselves. Or Heart's Burden. That's probably the ticket. Alright.
You must be punished.
I need that spade.
I hold your heart in my hands.
Let's not get rid of that. Oof. Anyways, hopefully that was a good demonstration of how hard Invernal difficulty is. I'm hoping to be able to bop it at some point, you know, in the near future. But definitely probably not going to see a lot of footage from that on me. Just throwing that out there. It requires too many brain cells for me to talk and play the game at the same time, and I don't know what else to say. There's also not a lot of explosivity, which I would believe is like most of the allure of watching Aces and Adventures. I don't know. Maybe you guys like watching me suffer. If you have any feedback whatsoever, be sure to leave that down in the comments below, be it questions, concerns, comments, misplay alerts, and until next time, I will catch you guys around.